The 4 hostages on board a yacht hijacked by pirates last Friday off the coast of Oman have been killed by their captors. A U.S. vessel was sent to the scene and Navy officials were negotiating for the release of the 4, all experienced sailors from Southern California and Seattle. According to reports, gunfire was heard around 1 this morning when negotiations with the pirates broke down. 2 hijackers were also killed in the fighting and 13 others were taken into U.S. military custody. According to national and regional standards, the CU Recreation Center is too small. Students, with the help of faculty members, have taken matters into their own hands by launching a campaign to pump up the rec. News Team's Ashton Atlas has more on their innovations. Controversy is sparking around new funding propositions for student groups on campus. News Team's Danielle Kreuter explains why these bills are upsetting student groups as well as CU officials. For many CU fans, Dan Hawkins' departure as head football coach was not expected. However, few could have predicted how quickly a new staff could attract players to CU. News Team's Mike Comedina has more on how the Buffs' new coaches did on the recruiting trail. This is CU's 27th annual Holocaust Awareness Week. There will be events all week in memory of those millions whose lives were shattered. News Team's Kelsey Cristiano has more on the events taking place on campus. Yeah, guys, well, when we get back, I'm going to fill you in on why fans were really upset at the Super Bowl, and I bet it's not exactly what you'd think. See you soon. This past Sunday was Super Bowl 45 hosted at the NFL Cowboys Stadium in Dallas, Texas. I was lucky enough to get to go to the game, and I must say, I thought all the fan fighting would be against each other, but instead, fans from the 2 teams band together against Cowboy owner Jerry Jones. Me and tens of thousands of other fans were herded like cattle through what felt like infinite rows of lines. Steelers and Packers fans chanted some pretty harsh words at the mention of the owner's name on the Jumbotron outside of the stadium. Once the fans were finally able to get in, after about 3 hours of waiting, about 400 ticket holders were left seatless due to incomplete sections throughout the stadium. Needless to say, the fans were more than upset.
Managed, and we're just beside ourselves. I don't know how this is going to come out. We can't see the game. They've shuttled us into this area. I can't see a positive outcome.
It's totally disheartening. I mean, you know, pay good money for a seat. You're hoping to get there. I mean, hopefully they could, the Cowboy organization or NFL can make it right here.
I had security almost kick me out because I don't know where I'm going. So I don't know who's all in charge of this, but never again will I come back to Dallas Stadium, ever again.
Prospective students to the University of Colorado send their applications to this building in hopes of an acceptance. CU professor Sandra Fish was not one of those people, but she is the one that got the congratulations. Sandra Fish, better known as Fish, was preparing for her day at work at 8:15 Monday morning when she opened up her laptop and found something interesting.
And I've got this email from housing welcoming me to CU, having been admitted to CU and offering me a spot in the dorms. And I thought, okay.
The journalism professor isn't the only one on campus who has had problems with the online enrollment system.
I called CU Boulder and they told me they didn't submit my application because it didn't go through my CU Boulder. So I had to submit it twice and it delayed my housing application. So it was kind of a huge disaster.
As for now, My CU Info remains the main portal for all students, faculty, and parents. Sydney Burgoyne, News Team Boulder. Fighting continues to rage across Libya, and today, embattled leader Muammar Gaddafi says he will die a martyr rather than give up his hold on the country. Meantime, in eastern Libya, opposition leaders are guarding the streets armed with heavy artillery, and they report having control of the region. They have also been negotiating with the country's army, and one opposition leader claims that a large part of the Libyan military is joining their anti-Gaddafi movement. In Tripoli, warplanes and helicopters have been seen engaging in airstrikes, and ground forces have opened fire against protesters. On Monday, many businesses reopened and electric power was restored to most parts of the city. Despite attempts to shut down opposition movements, protests continue all around northern Africa. In Egypt, authorities say they are freezing the assets of former President Mubarak to avoid embezzlement of the state property. According to his attorney, these are false claims aimed at running Mubarak's reputation. USC graduate Atif Siddiqui can relate to not only being a college student, but a broke one. While currently enrolled at USC for his MBA, Atif thought of a creative and young idea
to launch a website that could help reduce the everyday college kids' money-saving problems.
We want college to be fun. We don't want students to spend a whole lot. So these deals are targeted to what they want.
ClassCoop.com is a deal website that Atif has brought to USC, UCLA, and now Boulder. All you have to do is enter your email and password, and you're ready to start saving. And the best part about it is it's free.
You'll get notified of deals when we launch them, whether it's like every couple days or once a week. And all of them are customized towards your preferences. So you can specify bars, restaurants, events. If you don't want to receive some certain deals, just click a button, you can unsubscribe.
Deals range anywhere between 50 to 90% off. ClassCoop looks forward to expanding the variety of Boulder establishments willing to give coupons so that every customer gets the deal they deserve. So what makes ClassCoop stand out among the other online websites like Groupon.com?
Other deal sites that we are around don't necessarily target the college market, and all these deals that we have are specifically catered towards 18 to 24-year-olds. This could be restaurants, bars, events, concerts, stuff that you guys want to hear about.
Full of energy because of the launch party, the ClassCoop gang went bananas in Norland Library, advertising upcoming deals with the Hookah House, half-ass subs, 420 deals, and more. And of course they did it in style. Atif's campaign is sure to catch any college kid's attention.
It's a new campaign we're running, just to let you know about what we do. We want you to know, like, when you come hang out with us, drinks are always on us. So basically, if you take a shot with a ClassCoop shot glass, a picture of it, and post it on our wall on Facebook, the most amount of likes that a picture gets will win an Apple TV, a Sony Bloggy, and ClassCoop free for a semester. So come check us out on Facebook.
This has been Sydney Burgoyne, News Team Boulder.
Also this past Sunday, country Turkey hosted the 25th Annual World University Games. While most of us were watching football, our very own head ski coach Richard Rokos led an elite group of American skiers to compete in the annual event. With this being the coach's 7th trip to the Games, this year's team more than doubled the gold medal count from previous years. Team USA brought over 7 of the Buffaloes to compete, including freshman Kristen Cooper, sophomore Erica Gent, and senior Katie Hartman. The United States won the most gold medals, the most top 5, and top 10 finishes in just 8 races. The house on the hill that John Benet Ramsey's body was found in 14 years ago is up for sale again. Homeowners Tim and Carol Milner have attempted to sell the house 3 times since buying it in 2004. The online post describes the home as having, quote, elegance of past generations combined with modern updates to make this home unique. The home is listed for $2.3 million. Corey Higgins set a school record this past Saturday with his 117th career start. Unfortunately, that wasn't enough to defeat the Missouri Tigers on their home court. They just weren't able to catch up after halftime. The game ended with the final score 89-73. Today, CU welcomed world leader and expert on European politics to help sort through any uncertainty and questions regarding the current uprisings in the Middle East. It's not every day that a world-renowned politician comes to a breakfast at CU, but this morning, distinguished faculty along with Provost Russell Moore had the opportunity to eat and discuss social and economic reform with former head of the European Parliament, Enrique Barón Crespo.
I think that to talk and to teach about my experience and about what we are doing in the building up the European Union can be very useful, and especially in the United States.
Sydney Burgoyne, News Team Boulder. Hello and welcome to News Team Boulder. I'm Sydney Burgoyne, and CU Buff Gold dances their way to nationals. So it's beginning to look a little sunny here. It's like California. What do you think? And CU honors Holocaust Awareness Week. Well, it seems as though the melodrama is finally over.